This is FSD Beta 11.4.4. So this is going to be the random little pin drop around town thing. So we have two green lights. It brakes for the two green lights. That's actually a bit of a regression. Earlier versions I don't recall being that bad. They'd brake for about a mile or so, a mile an hour, but not by that much. So there is a pre-plotted path that I've got. The first one we're going to try and do is the U-turn, where it's a dedicated U-turn lane with a U-turn light and all that jazz. Probably going to be a lengthy video. Just watch it at twice the playback speed or whatever, and I'll put bookmarks down below. Probably going to dip into night a little bit. One of the things that I'm going to have it try and do is a road geometry change. Doesn't look like Tesla's updated the navigation, so I doubt that piece is going to work. And after that, we'll do narrow roads, unmarked roads, and that'll be that. So let's see what we get. It did rain a little earlier. I don't think we're going to get more rain, but we'll see what we get. That's unnecessary. Probably trying to figure out what this guy's doing. So, not this light, but the next light sometimes gets a little weird. Lately it's been fixed. We'll see what it does. And it looks fixed. Historically, it used to always try and get into that left lane, but it looks like they fixed it now where this lane is the correct lane that it gets in for the next one, for the next turn, which is 0.3 miles after we take this turn. It has started stuttering in that intersection. It did it last time and I attributed it to a semi-truck, but it just did it again without a semi-truck, so I don't know. It shouldn't be stuttering in the middle of the intersection like that. So this is dedicated turn lane. The light's red, so it's most likely going to try and stop to confirm that it can keep going, even though this lane is its own dedicated lane. It doesn't need to stop. So there's the kind of verify stop, and then it keeps going. In an ideal world, to me, it should be just keep going. Because again, the lane exists for this. Maybe if there was a car coming from the other direction, but when there isn't, it should just go. So next up is a U-turn. I do not expect this to work. This U-turn is technically required in order to get to the supercharger. So yeah, we'll see what happens. The lane itself is dedicated for U-turns. It's got the markings for it. The light is a U-turn light, the whole shebang. So this is where we need to get into the left lane. Now at the moment there's nobody behind me. That guy was wrong. It's a red U-turn arrow. So it needs to wait until the light turns yellow or green before it tries to U-turn. It did stop too far back. The light is yellow. So I'm going to scoot it forward. Well, yeah, I'm going to scoot it forward because there's a vehicle coming behind me now. And nope. So, no U-turns. So now we will edit the trip, move that one, done, and resume. Yeah, you're scaring me too, buddy. There is no stop sign, and that is not the way you want to go. So I'm going to stop you. Well, I don't know. You could have, but I don't think that's where you want to go. Wrong left turn. This is where we want to go. So if it had turned left, it would have come out here, and then there's this concrete divider thing. Well, I guess it could have gone out the front of the McDonald's. Still, this is preferred. And away we go. Just need to scoot across. It's clear, it should go. And whoop, I don't know why we stopped. So next up is road geometry change. The stop sign, buddy. It's actually interesting. I wonder if it noticed that he went past the stop sign, or if it went based on the speed of approach. Not the direction I want you to turn. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Never mind. Doop, 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 doop. So what's coming up is a road geometry change. So we can see this line here is the road. The map itself is Google, and then Tesla applies their own layer on top. So I've gone in and I've updated Google to have this road here, which is where it is now, and then the Tesla thinks it has to go this way because that's where it used to be. So I'm doing this mostly to try and track and see how long it takes Tesla to correct the road on their own. So as we approach the intersection, whoa, let's not cross the road, dude. The car kind of realizes it can't go that way, so it goes with it here. Right, so now we can see that we're on the road. Bing. And a really freaking big hole. Alright, and then what we'll do is we'll see if it can figure out where the left turn is on its own. So I'm expecting one of two things to happen in the long run. Either A, Tesla will fix it, or B, FSD Beta is going to suss out the geometry change. Now this is stopped too far back. It's not really well shown in the video, but the sensor is I'm too far back. I'm not triggering the sensor. This is where it should have stopped for that red light. I don't know why it did that. It was weird. So now we're going to go back from whence we came and see how it handles the road geometry change here. Those people were playing music loud. I would hate to be their neighbors. That car is coming really fast. Ooh, I would not have done that. Was there enough time? Yes. Did he have to brake? Yes. See the car? That guy. That guy there. Poor guy had to brake for me. To be fair, he was probably speeding anyways. Big visualizations to bring up. Over the bumps. Okay. So, what are we gonna do, Mr. Car? Nope. I'm hitting the gas because it's got to keep going, and it should turn here, but it is not. It missed the turn. So we're gonna. Whoa. Yep, alright. Whoop. You know, they're cones. You don't have to fuss at me for the cones. This light, we have to take a rather sharp left turn. Dude, I have my hands on the wheel. Oh, don't stop. That guy's on my ass. Okay, so I ultimately had to hold the gas pedal down on that one because the car tried to stop in the intersection to take the turn, and the car that I cut off earlier when it made that right turn out of the community was riding my ass hard, and likely would have actually hit me from how much this car was braking. And I didn't want that. Smattering of rain. Some more of that green light, please. Oh, I'm gonna have to wait a whole ass cycle, aren't I? Oh, there it is. Yay! Green light. Why? That was a pointless. You like accelerated through the turn and then it was like, okay, now what do I do? So next up, I gotta be in the right lane. Stupid little turn signal thing. Okay, now I'm where I need to be. So this road is bidirectional until you get to this point in the wishbone. This road is one way that way. So once I reach the wishbone, traffic can curl around and come back, which makes this a bidirectional road. And when I get to here, the wishbone has to stop, or the car has to stop at the wishbone, and then it's got to go. Last time I did that, it instead of staying in the right lane, it got into the left lane, and it like straddled both lanes for a minute before it figured itself out, which was weird. So let's see if it does it again. Whoop. this is where we're turning. Alright. So this is bidirectional, and then when we get to the stop sign, it's a wishbone. And we got to merge in with one-way traffic. All traffic is going to the right, except for that guy apparently. He's stopping the Mexican grill. All right, so we're gonna hold this and see what we see. There is no traffic coming, so this is perfect opportunity, and it does that. If there was a car coming, I can't imagine that that car would have been happy. So that still needs work to be worked on. So next up is it's going to stop on a roundabout because I'm having it go to City Hall. And I guess it's going to try and do the full roundabout. I don't know. Normally it goes down this street, but I guess today it's not going to do that. So I'm going to have it go around. It'll stop and then I'll update the track. What are you doing? You're taking up both lanes. You don't know what you're doing. Alright. So now we're going to go do the narrow roads and unmarked, maybe. Never any guarantees of hitting other traffic. But let's see what we get. Line dancing at the park. Weird. Cobblestone. Ugh. This road is marked. You should not be in the middle. Oh, zoom in. Oh, shit, that's rough. So the section before the train tracks is actually marked. It's just the lines are crazy faded, and that person's freaking me out. And then from this point, I'm just going to pick random places on the map to send the car. Oh, that didn't sound good. Bring this up just to show we're basically over the line in a lot of cases. There's all this extra room over here. Do to say end trip, and we're going to say here, like here, go. Yeah, we'll do that. There are obstructions and a wide turn. Stop and go up here, and the route it has picked is the most entertaining one, so we'll do that. Currently, we're in the middle of the road. These roads suck. Bring up the camera. These are really narrow roads. So we can see it's like really close to the line, and there's all this extra space over here. Admittedly, there's also a ditch over there. But you can hear me hitting the reflectors in the middle of the road. Of course, you know, none of this means anything if there's no traffic to be opposing me. My bad. Yeah, we'll do that. That looks fun. stop sign? What a weird placement. There's some randos in the road. Let's not hit the people. Give them their space. I did not give space to pedestrians, at least not to make me comfortable enough. So that's weird. I would have expected the car to scoot over for them, but apparently not. I don't know why it does this every time it goes through a stop sign. That's weird. There's a random kid in the road. That doesn't seem safe. So every time you hear that ka-thunk, 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 I'm hitting the reflectors in the middle of the road. I don't have a stop sign, but apparently I'm turning here. Is this the end of the trip? This is the end of the trip. Oh, that is like the world's widest turn. Okay. Bing bong. And where do we want to go next? Here. Because that ultimately takes me out of here. Yep, we'll do that. No, we'll do this one. This one. Because I ultimately want to be on Baker Street, but not right now. Nope, wrong button. Today, it does not look like I'm going to encounter any counter traffic. And that's fine. Sometimes you win and sometimes you lose. They have a stop sign. So close. He's parked. so that I can appreciate the stop sign for just a minute. Nobody's behind me. And nobody's behind me. Where am I? There we are. That's where I want to be. That's what happens when you have a road that turns 90 degrees. All right, we're going to do this. How'd that look? Yes, okay. And ding ding. It's nighttime. Everybody's home. Nobody's out shopping. No traffic. That guy on his motorcycle is listening to his stuff too loud. No train today. Oh, rough train tracks though. a bit of a nuisance. Why? This is a racetrack, and this is a left turn. The turn lane to the racetrack is the same turn lane as the left turn. Holy shit, there's a pedestrian. And the car waits until it passes the racetrack turn, right? So here, now it's going to turn the signal on, and it gets in late. Doesn't take the turn at 45 miles an hour anymore, thankfully. That was rough. And that's it. That left turn was actually pretty good. Go, please. You're making me look like an idiot. Okay, we'll end it there. Alright. So as a whole, some improvements. That last left turn, to me, still needs some improvement. Because it's lazy about getting into the left turn. Lazy about getting into the left turn, and the narrow roads and stuff all still need some improvement as well. No counter traffic to work with. Still can't do U-turns even if it's a dedicated U-turn, and road geometry changes still needs to be fixed. But again, while I did fix it in Google and I fixed it in OpenStreetMaps, I am uncertain as to whether I need to wait for Tesla to fix it on the back end. Probably yes. Or if eventually they'll just have the car figure out how a road geometry change works. But other than that, that's it. Thanks for watching.